Hey everyone, what's going on? This is Mr. Pitts. I'm going to talk to you about the Christian service requirements for this semester. We sort of briefly talked about this when we got back from Christmas break, but this is the breakdown for you to understand how to not only get your hours, but also how to record them and what counts as hours. So we're going to go through that through these next few slides. Okay, so first off, Christian service hours are 15 hours per year, so you need to collect those per year. As incoming freshmen, if you did any service prior to the beginning of the school year, it does not count, but anything done from in between your freshman year does count. And then anything that is done over the summer between your freshman and sophomore year will count as well. But each year you're supposed to receive 15 service hours. Here's some ideas that are bad that don't count as service hours. Bad would be mowing your family's lawn, or painting your family's house, or doing your laundry, or walking your dog, or moving your own house, fundraisers, things like that, trip fundraisers. Those don't really count as service hours. They actually, because it's more about yourself. But the idea is to serve others. So a good idea would be helping a veteran at a veteran's home, or running a diaper drive, or assisting a homebound individual. You could even add to helping a teacher out after school by either moving or grading papers or things of that nature. If you work at your church, those count as well too. So if you have any questions about what it means to collect hours or what would be credible, we can talk about that. You can ask me and we'll get that squared away. Just via email or conversation in my classroom. Next, so the app is in your, I believe it's in your on your iPad, and self-serve or student services or whatever it's called. Anyway, and it includes the following: you need to put in the date, the hours served, the location, which is where you serve, basically, description of work, what you did. So you have to be a little detail about it. Not too much detail, not a full paragraph or whatever, but a few words of what you actually did while you were serving. And then you have to have your supervisor's signature and or email, so that they can verify that you actually did it. So when those things go in, they send it to me. I'll be able to see who you work for and their verification of that service. Oh, and then the photos. Photos are simply if you have worked for Feed My Starving Children, you have to take a photo of the certificate that they give you. Or if you want to take a photo of what you were doing, that's fine too. But photos are only necessary if you have a certificate of completion. So this is how you load in or sign up for it. You're going to open the app, as said above, number one, or go to the appmobileservice.com. So you can do it on your phone as well. Select sign up, enter in your info, name, birthday, and create a password. And then skip the employer and school box, because that's already taken care of, because we're going to put your school code in. If you've already done that on your own and started your own account, unfortunately, you're going to have to make another one and re-enter all your information, because the account you made will not actually go through our system. We have a system set up through Valley that we receive all your information. If you have your own account, it's just going to linger and we will never see it. So you need to do it this way in order to submit your hours. Add a photo of yourself to your profile, and then you're going to enter the 6-digit code that's below. It's E9EE42, and that's for your freshman class of 2025. And so that's going to be the code that's going to be in there for the rest of your time here at Valley. So this is the only time you have to enter this in. After that, you're good to go. All right, and then you're going to join. Select join, and it should pop up. So when you join and using it, you can log in using the following methods. To log in your actual hours, this is how you're going to do it. So as you can see, this person here has worked 1 hour. So you can hit the plus sign that says begin serving. The plus sign in the circle, click will be able to add hours to that. So say you wanted to add to that 1 hour, you could click as many hours as you've already worked. You put those hours in, and you go to I believe that is begin serving, and you go to the next page, and it will show you the date. You put the date in of what time or date you served. So if it was, in 2021, you would put that, the day, and then the month. And so that goes in that section. And then you select the hours in which you served. Now, this is where you put the information in. You put your name of where you served right there in that serving organization. And so, yes, you put that there. And if say it's Feed My Starving Children, Valley Christian, those, or your church name, put that in there as well. Or you could put, if you're working for your neighbor, you could put that person's house, or you don't have to put the address, but just that person who you serve, their house. You could say that. Nonprofit, or the Valley Christian Schools, there we go. The category, anyway, what that is that you put in the type of category in which you served in. So if you see below, there's none, church, nonprofit, and VCS approved max. So the church would be if you served at your church by doing nursery or being an usher or helping with greeting, those count. Working with your youth group, that counts too. The nonprofit will be things in the nature of Feed My Starving Children or Operation Christmas Box, that counts as well. The VCS approved 3-hour max is the working at the school, volunteering to work and doing some sort of activity at the school that you were asked by a teacher, and so you only get a max of 3 hours for working here at the school. So that does not mean that if you say you were to work with a teacher or somebody associated with the school outside of campus, that's as many hours as you want to. However, if it's on school campus, it's only the max of those serving hours are only 3 hours. And so then you write down what you did, provide details about what you did in that section. So basically tell your story about what you did. Again, not too long, just a few sentences and you'll be done. Then to send the email to get approved, you have to send an email to the person who supervised you. So your best bet is when you go and serve, or if you already have served, make sure you figure out how to either contact them or get it while you're there, their email address. So provide their name, provide their email, and then you're going to, geotag is not reliable, so you don't have to attach my location. So you don't really need that. So I would avoid that button, just skip it. So just avoid that. And then to get your signature, you click that signature button, and a box will pop up where they can actually write their signature in. It looks something like this. Ask the supervisor to sign here. So when you serve, or if you have served, you can go and get that signature from that supervisor, and they'll be able to sign off on that. And then share your photo. You can share a photo, other proof that you actually were there. You don't have to do this. This is not necessary, but if you have a certificate from Feed My Starving Children, which we will need to see that, you would take a picture of that certificate, but the signatures or other places should suffice. And then you submit it, and then you're done. And so, total hours approved, the hours you submitted should show up right there. You can check your hours approved by going to your activity, and then it will show you on this activity page how many hours you have actually worked and what has also been approved. If it's X'd out, it does not mean it's approved. It has to be a green check mark by it. And so if it's still showing a check mark, you might want to check with your either me, who has to verify, or the supervisor who worked there. Make sure they verify in order for it to go through. But if it's still showing an X, it will not be counted. All right. So again, ignore that part. It's supposed to be 15 hours per year, but and all service hours are mobile serve, and then they're due on Monday, May 10th of 2022. Sorry about that. All right. Well, you all have a great day, and please enjoy the rest of the class.